Everyone, we're back with another episode of Beyond the Device. This time we have Laura Crisp from Akko, made the drive in from Chicago. Really appreciate it. So thank you for being here. It's also about the thunderstorm pretty soon. So hopefully we'll pick this up.
Coming from Chicago, FYI.
Yes, coming from Chicago. Thank you so much. So yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, Laura.
Yeah. Well, again, happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me. So my name, again, is Laura Crisp. I run channel strategy and sales for Akko. I have been in the mobility or IT industry space for well over 20 years, mostly in a carrier capacity. Starting my kind of career at Verizon, then working at US Cellular, building that first indirect sales channel in 20 years, which I'm really, really proud of, which is why I always want to bring it up. And then AT&T last year, and then I've been at Akko for about a year and a half now.
I feel like everybody that's in the mobility industry in the channel has just kind of come from a carrier background.
Yeah.
It seems to be like most of our customers who that I work with that are on that are on this side of the channel have also cut their teeth on.
I think it's pretty cool to have a little bit of diversity, if you will, because again, being 20 years in the carrier space and having some more, services background now is pretty cool. Makes it a little bit more holistic, and I think it resonates with the partners that we talk to too.
So, yeah, but Akko specifically, that's his device insurance, device protection. But tell us, like, where did it come from? Yeah. Why was it started?
Yeah, so to your point, we offer device protection and extended warranty coverage for all mobility solutions. So we're agnostic across all hardware, which I think is very unique in the market space today. But to your point, the way, one of the reasons why it brought me to Akko and I was approached to come and help bridge the gap in channel is our founder. He just had an issue with trying to replace his laptop. So he submits the claim and just went through so many hurdles to try and get it done. He's just like, there's got to be a better way. And so in 2018, that's when Akko was born. We started in the consumer space. We have some really great strategic partnerships with the likes of US Mobile and Bark, which I don't know if anybody knows who Bark is, but they do kid-friendly, kid-safety types of phones and tablets. And then we started kind of going down the road of channel about a year and a half ago. We really kind of started in the working directly with VARs. And when I came on board, we thought it would make most sense to work with folks like yourself to help kind of expand our reach, leveraging the distribution partnerships and all of the resellers that are in their ecosystem. And that's why we're here today.
Yeah, definitely a better way to scale and for some organizations to use the channel, starting with distribution. Mm-hmm. Now, device protection isn't new. We've got AppleCare, we've got Asurion, we've got what's the Samsung one? I'm forgetting.
Samsung Care Plus.
Samsung Care Plus. Mm-hmm. So what makes Akko different?
Yeah, no, I appreciate the question because a lot of the times, because we do have those competitors out there, and we're always about not wanting to displace what customers are used to using, we want to complement, right? So I think what's unique about Akko is we have the ability to be hardware agnostic, which means that we can work across, you mentioned Samsung, you mentioned Apple, we can do that, but also any other product mix that a customer might have. Where if they have more than just that, we're able to provide protection outside of the manufacturer warranty. That includes mechanical breakdown. It includes accidental damage. And what's really kind of unique about us is we're backed by Zurich, right? And Zurich gives us the ability to be very agile and unique when it comes to use cases. So a lot of the hardware, when you think about mobility solutions, it is tablets, it's handsets, it's laptops, it's everything that you can think about or think of that a customer might need to be mobile and have connectivity or data connectivity to it, So to me, what makes us very unique in that sense is not only are we able to go be agnostic across all hardware, but it's not just about new devices either. It's also we are able to provide device protection for CPO and BYOD devices as well.
So our channel partners on our side, a lot of them, 3i as a distributor for mobility solutions only. We really want to focus on the deskless workforce.
Yeah.
So for the channel partners who are our customers, it seems like the best partner for Akko in this sense would be ones that have a diverse portfolio of endpoints. So that way so it's not just like a cell phone. They could talk about their whole endpoint fleet and add a layer of protection on there. So even if they have like break fix, Akko has loss and theft. Can you tell us like how that process is?
So to my point earlier about wanting to complement and not displace what customers are typically leveraging when it comes to Apple or Samsung products, we want to complement what they're doing, right? So there are some various programs with both Apple and Samsung that do not have a theft and loss option. And because we are backed by Zurich, we have insurance. So there's a difference between device protection, which is the extended warranty that we provide, which is that mechanical breakdown and accidental damage. But we also have the ability to offer theft and loss through Zurich, or backed by Zurich, through Akko as well. So it gives the ability for customers to complement what they're doing, leveraging so that they can be a little bit more stickier with their customers and being able to offer a portfolio of or different types of product mix that gives them the ability to have all of the coverage that they can think of where they're not limited.
Are there any specific verticals that are more apt to be lost? And so I think K-12 would be the ones to lose devices. Or any other top of mind?
Yeah, I mean, we do. I mean, that's kind of our sweet spot is education, K through 12 higher education. And to your point, we do really well in that space because of everything that happens when you think about K through 12 students. They lose their device, they break the display, they do all kinds of different things on a pretty regular basis, and the schools, need something that can help support like the break fix that happens pretty commonly. But to your point, yeah, we do some really great work in healthcare for remote workers or healthcare workers that need the ability to travel to and from their medical offices to, let's say, a patient.
Home healthcare.
Home healthcare, things like that. So we're really kind of starting and targeting that space, which I think is resonating. The reason why I say that is because we just went to the HIMSS conference, which was our first time at Akko going. And we were pleasantly surprised with, one, the number of meetings we had being new to the space, if you will, from a healthcare perspective. But two, the very valued conversations that we had as well. Like it was to a point where starting the conversation was, do you guys think about device protection from a lifecycle management, for operation efficiency or cost efficiency? And so it really created some very unique dialogue around that.
At HIMSS, I noticed the conference was really heavy in AI this year. It was a lot of how do we automate patient claims and rejections from insurance and standard operating procedures, pulling that up. But then there was also the endpoint manufacturers there. Lenovo was there showing off some of their new product, and some of it's very expensive, especially the one, there was that, they were showing a prototype of the laptop where it would extend vertically, like it rolled, the screen rolls up.
I think I saw that.
And when it's rolled down, they were like, oh yeah, this is translation. Right. They use it for translation. There was, all the device manufacturers were there. So it was a healthy mix. That was a good show for you to go to.
It was really great.
But tell me about when it comes to the channel specifically, what makes a good partner for Akko besides just having a diverse mix? What are some other things we got to think about as if we were a seller calling on their customers? Yeah,
that's a really great question. I think first and foremost for me, I think what resonates for Akko is having the partner bring us in early and fast. One of the things that I realized when I came on board at Akko is that there are a lot of customers that don't think about device protection until they absolutely need it. And if you bring up that conversation, from the beginning with the customer at hand, and they're not thinking about this is something that I feel for a partner, what resonates for Akko is to bring us into the sales engagement early, let us ask those qualifying questions, offering us as a complete end-to-end solution too, right? Like, let's not just think about the product itself. Let's think about how do we enable our customers to have a cohesive solution where it gives you the connectivity, it gives you the hardware, it gives you the managed service. And then why not think of us in the back end for device protection? And to your point earlier, it's not just about the product mix. It's really about providing that cohesive solution to the customer.
So those reseller partners, they have lifecycle management practice. Ones that may do well are those that have a buyback or a refurbishing process would be another one too.
Yeah, that would be something else that we can be a part of, right? Like, we don't want to replace what a buyback program. We can create the buyback program specific to whatever the customer needs are, but there are a lot of buyback partners that we leverage that do it really, really well. So we have a really great partner ecosystem when it comes to things that we don't do, right? Like, we do device protection and extended warranty really, really well, but we also want to not reinvent the wheel. So we have a really great community of partners, whether it's repair partners or buyback partners that we can bring into the fold if there's a customer that has a need for something like that.
So I'm not super familiar with the Samsung Care Plus and AppleCare and Asurion, like the process on when you need to make a claim, but how does the Akko process work? I understand you've got a platform.
Yeah.
But what does that look like?
Yeah, so we try to make the customer experience very seamless. We have really great, and I love to talk about this because we have really great Trustpilot scores where a lot of folks gives us some really positive feedback around and reviews around what that experience is like. And so to your point, we do have a platform called Harbor. And Harbor gives our customers the ability, once they have the ability, or once they have the insurance through us, they get a welcome letter. And that welcome letter provides them credentials to the portal. And the portal is very seamless to use. All they have to do is enter in their IMEI numbers of the product or the hardware that's having issues and submit the claim. Our SLAs are anywhere between 24 to 48 hours, depending on what's wrong with them.
So the way that it's sold then, so if we're looking at the channel, the channel reseller sells the licenses down to the end user, and then those end user admins have access to Harbor, and that's also the same one where they make the claim. So everything is done, the end user takes control over it and manages it, right?
That's exactly right. Or however the means that they operationally leverage today, we want to make it relatively similar. So if it's the admins that have access to Harbor, it's whoever that our main point of contact is, whoever they provide access to and for credentials to. It could be a number of different people. It just depends on the customer's needs.
So it could be the VAR, for example, that does that. So because I've noticed that some of them manage MDM instances, or they'll manage a data plan like an MVNO. Well, just kind of has their hands in everything, and they perform services and do all that. So you do have whichever way the customer prefers.
That's exactly right. Yeah, if they're done with managing and supporting their devices, because sometimes it's a headache, right? Like, they don't really want to do that. And they want to leverage partners that have the ability to provide that type of support, where we work hand in hand with whether it is a VAR that offers the type of white glove service, where they would have integrated with Harbor to have access to submit the claims on their behalf. We're able to be agile in that respect. Or if it's a customer that wants to have one-to-one access to Harbor, we're able to do that for them as well.
I guess it also depends on how, when you're ordering, if let's say you're just buying a brand new device, what your process is. Maybe the channel partner is, if it's a laptop, maybe they're doing the imaging And they're doing all that.
There's the life cycle management aspect of it, and they're doing the staging and kitting, things like that. If they have seat stock, again, it really is about, this is why we should be brought in early with the customer engagements, right? Is to understand what their operations are, how they're enabled today and how can we make it better and more efficient. So that is part of, those types of qualifying questions are having those conversations up front is hugely important to kind of get to the being efficient for the customer and getting them to think about it a little bit more uniquely and creatively.
Yeah, it's just not it's not just here's your extended warranty.
See you later.
It can be like it can be much more complicated. So we just had to change that awareness and try to get you guys in a little bit more early.
Yep.
We'll have another video that we're going to record that's kind of training for the channel, just to talk about exactly what to listen for, like how it's licensed.
Are we doing a little role play?
Anybody, maybe we could.
Okay.
We could do that. Any little just idiosyncrasies and context about a lot of this stuff that's being sold through the channel. So much of our portfolio that we have, which you saw in the lab, is just like a piece of hardware, and they would be like, I just need to know what kind of cases and what kind of mounts and stuff to get. But in reality, there's much more in-depth conversations about installation, about power.
And you wouldn't think so, because if you think about it, device protection is not very sexy, right? It's really about okay, to your point, here's your insurance, see you later. But we really want to take that consultative approach with the reseller and the customer, just to ensure that they're thinking about everything, right? There's a lot of times where it's more reactive than proactive. And so we just really want to get not only the sellers to think in that way, but we also want to get our customers or their customers to feel like, oh, I didn't think about that. And hopefully we're able to help enable that.
And as a distributor, you and both of our teams are working on better options, like maybe bundling with a device case and with Akko, so it makes sense when you're pitching it and ordering it.
It's all about safety, right? So why not leverage a case and bolt on a service on that, right? And device protection should be something that they should be considering. And it can be across all verticals. It doesn't have to be specific to a vertical, but we are doing a lot of really great things in various verticals where we're building bundles, right? We have healthcare bundles that we're working on. We're doing something really fun with you guys that we'll be announcing very, very soon. But yes, I would 1000% agree. It's really about how you position it. And I think bundle is the right way to go, especially in channel.
We'll be adding, where it makes sense, Akko in our future sales plays. So that should bring some more awareness out of the channel.
Yeah.
And then you guys are attending channel partners with us coming up in a couple of weeks.
So excited. Right next door to each other.
Yeah, you have a booth.
Booth mates.
Okay, great. I can't make that one. I got to go to Modex.
Oh, that's okay. We're busy. We got to divide and conquer.
I know. We have a pretty big crew going to channel partners this year. A lot of our customers are going to be there. Looking forward to that one.
Super excited, yeah.
There's a lot of other shows coming out throughout the year. If you haven't hit those, there's a lot of transportation shows. There's the restaurant show. There's some aviation and some cruise line shows. All these sea
okay.
Sea
Did
trade.
You get to go on a cruise?
Sea trade, no, I wish, but sea trade will be coming up soon. That's another good one where it's a lot of anything that's like tablets, workers in the field are good. I did Work Fleet Forum was another one where it was like utility trucks and work trucks. That was some behind the scenes on how fleet managers for those operate with laptops and tablets, depending on what the vertical is. But looking forward to seeing you on the road.
Yeah.
And so you're the main point of contact for the channel, right?
Yeah, I'm the main point of contact. If you guys have a need or a sales engagement that you would like for us to participate in, we're here to help. Just contact me. I'll make sure that it gets in the right hands, and we're always about supporting. Right now, we're in the evangelistic mode, right? We really want to be able to spread our just kind of knowledge around device protection and how we can help, and hopefully be able to enable some of your partner sellers, and let's win some deals.
Well, and that's it. Thank you so much, Laura, for being here. Check us out online. Check out our other videos. See what's possible between 3i and Akko.
Thank you.